My weight loss was not a straight line. I'm a normal loser. I had a lot to lose, obviously. I'm 5'1", and I lost, oh, by the way, I have to fess up. I stood up when Dr. Westman asked who's lost 100 pounds, and I stood up. It's 97.4 pounds. And it's been 97.4 pounds for 2 years. If I don't get those freaking 2.6 pounds off, I keep trying to believe what Zoe Harcum says, oh, darling, that's just one good going to the toilet. But I just can't get it to come up. Anyway, I'm calling it. But I am a normal loser. It's another thing we say around Go Keto with Casey. Not a slow loser, not a bad loser. I was a normal loser. I lost about 47 pounds the first year. That's less than a pound a week on average. And it took 2 years to lose the next 50 pounds. I was thrilled. What did I care? Somebody asked me one time, how long did it take you to lose all that weight? I said, about 3 years. She said, well, that wasn't very fast. I said, how much weight have you lost in 3 years? And what do I care? How long it took? I was over the moon because my first measure was not weight. I didn't want to take insulin for diabetes. I wanted to feel better. I didn't want my fingers to hurt. I didn't want to be in a foul mood. I didn't want to not want to wake up. And that's about where I was. I remember looking out after I got off the phone with my brother, who, by the way, still is on insulin. He asked me the other day, did you buy one of those keto franchises? He is willfully ignorant about what keto is. I remember looking out the patio window and thinking, you know what? I probably can stay alive. I was 55. I can probably be kept alive for another 30 or 40 years between 3D printing. They can print me a new, bladder or something, or Amazon can have drones delivering body parts to you. I just don't know that I want to live feeling like this. And that's where I was on that day. So now I do want to wake up the next morning. Now I'm excited to find out what the heck is going to happen the next morning, next afternoon. Who am I going to meet? I've met so many wonderful people. Okay, but wait, isn't it all about the food? No, not really. Food is the easy part. I love these effects. I am so impressed with myself. Just 3 of the many challenges, because as was said earlier, just because it's simple doesn't mean it's easy. First, oh crap, all my little icons didn't resolve. That was going to be so cute. Unlearning what we've been taught. And what it was there was like a steak and a thing of cheese and a fried egg and a couple of other, does not equal skull and crossbones, a coffin, and an urn for ashes. So I had to unlearn, that steak is not going to kill me, essentially. Another challenge, there are many more challenges, this is just the ones off the top of my head. Oh, it's the things that other people say to us. One slice of Aunt Ada's pie won't hurt you. I don't have an Aunt Ida. And if I did, I'm sure she would never have baked a pie for me. But, yeah, well, people say that, oh, come on, just one. It's just a cookie. Or, Aunt Ida slaved over that pie. She will crush her if you do not eat that pie. So then you're like, oh man. And like they say in the South, bless your heart. And we know what that means. The cholesterol is going to kill you. It's like that line from the Christmas Story where Ralphie wants the Red Ranger airplane. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. The cholesterol is going to kill you. Sometimes you have to know, just ask Dr. Fung or ask Dr. Westman or ask, ask actual doctors who know. But mostly it's the thing we say to ourselves. And that's really kind of the crux of what I want to talk about. We talk to ourselves in a way we would never talk to someone else that either we're trying to encourage, or we wouldn't say things to other people that would make them feel badly about themselves. But we will tell ourselves, well, I just can't do it. I always fail. Okay, stop that. Stop saying that. Or, I've only lost 10 pounds. Let me see, I might have added some. Oh, poo. Oh, wow, that was good too. Okay, so things we say to ourselves. I've always used food to cope with stress. Ding, 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 ding. No. By definition, you're using food to not cope. You're using food to dull your senses. Because guess what? Guess what? If the thing that you're trying to cope with isn't hunger, food won't fix it. If the problem isn't hunger, food is not the solution. Right? Rotten boss? Fight with your kid? Can't balance your checkbook? Water heater blew up? Guess what food will not do for any of those? Not one thing. So we have to quit saying the yes but. Yes, but I always use food to cope. Or, yes, but food is comfort to me. No, food is torture to me at this point. Food is fuel, right? It depends on the food. Good point. Food has always meant love in my family. Dr. Westman tells a story about sometimes it means hate. But I'll let him tell that story. But you know what, to me, maybe I sound like a hard-hearted something I don't say in public on a microphone. But love is love. Food is fuel. If you want to love me, love me. You don't have to push food on me. And if I love you, I just want to love you. I don't need to push food on you. Food is not love. Love is love. Food is not entertainment. It is not sport. Food is fuel. If you're like me. I mean, food didn't used to be, I can go back to the before pictures, but I won't do that to you. You didn't get to be as big as I was by not having issues with food. The thing is, we have to get real with ourselves. And we have to quit telling ourselves what we can't do. And we have to stop yes-butting ourselves. Yes, but I'm menopausal. Yeah, okay. Yes, but I don't have a gallbladder. Yes, but I'm addicted to sugar. We're all addicted to sugar. It's the way we're wired. Evolution did that. It's emergency fuel. We're all addicted. But even if it was a true, actual addiction, like, would you tell someone who's on heroin, oh, I see you're addicted, have another hit? No. If you have an addiction, you need to work to dealing with that. I've only lost 10 pounds in 2 months. Don't say that. Would you say, I only put on 10 pounds in 2 months? No, you'd be taking a cyanide tablet. So don't say the things, we have to not say the things to ourselves that we wouldn't say to someone else. And beyond that, we have to stop thinking them. And we have to stop couching things in how we can't get to where we want to be. We have to realize that this is really behavior. Putting fork to mouth is behavior. No one is making us do it. Oh, I had one of the patrons that requested I do about 20 videos a month for patrons. And I've done like 490 of them, so I've been running out of topics. So they send me suggestions. One was, with the holidays coming up and my house will be full of family and food, how do you stay focused during the holidays? Every year I blow it. Okay, well, first of all, how do you stay focused? You stay focused by focusing. Sounds kind of smart-alecky, but that's what you do. We don't drown because we can't swim. We drown because we panic. So the thing to do is prepare mentally. Holidays are about people and celebration. How about we celebrate being in control of ourselves? That's a celebration. And we can't tell ourselves, but I'm powerless against cookies. Really? Everybody in this room has seen some stuff in their lives. All of us have seen some stuff. We've buried loved ones. We've had horrendous relationships that ended badly. We've declared bankruptcy. We've had thankless children. Everyone has dealt with something. Really? We're not stronger than a cookie? In all seriousness, a cookie? You're powerless against a cookie. No. And what we do is we say, food is not the boss of me. Food is not the boss of me. I'm tired of being victimized by my food choices. The food did not victimize me, by the way. It's an inanimate object. My choices about the food victimized myself. And we must really get real with keto and with life. Don't play around. I talk with a lot of people. The most successful people just didn't play. They just followed the protocol, which is keep your carbs 20 grams or fewer a day. Eat fatty sources of protein. Do not eat if you're not hungry, and stop when you're satiated. It's not pounding back added dietary fat. It's not calculating everything to an inch of your life. It's not taking your blood 3 times a day. Just lay off the carbs and don't play. You know, people say, that thing doesn't work. I do it strictly all week long. All week long. Not as dramatic as the 24 hours and 59 and a half minutes and then eating Oreos. But that, just don't play. No. Strumbling, another word, because I make the videos sometimes pre-coffee. And with pillow hair, almost always. Strumbling, you struggle and you stumble a little bit. And we don't want to give yourself an out so many times that it's clear you're not ready to undertake this. But it's not cheating, let's not say that. You have not committed a crime. Up until the last time I checked, eating food was not a criminal offense. So you're not cheating. It's not like stepping out on your spouse. It is a food choice. If you make it, own it. It's not the food's fault. It's not Aunt Ida's fault. It's not your friends who insist that you eat when they're eating. We make the choices, for better or for worse. We own it. Fork to mouth is not an involuntary reflex. It's an action, right? Now when I was burning glucose and eating carbs, my brain, I would be crying eating a giant Jethro Bodine-sized bowl of Cheerios with skim milk. And I would be crying because I didn't want to eat it, but I was eating it. And while I was crying, saying, I don't even want this, I'd be thinking, I wonder if there's enough left for another bowl. That is addictive type of behavior. Ultimately, my choice to fill the bowl with the Cheerios and use the spoon and push it into my mouth was my choice. What made it easier was not that I got willpower all of a sudden, because I'm a pretty strong person. What changed was I quit burning glucose for fuel. My brain quit telling me to get more. I started burning fat for fuel. I was satiated. I was not hungry. I felt physically better. There was not even a contest. I have not questioned it. I've not questioned it since January 8, 2014. And I will live for another 30 years, God willing. Tomorrow's promised to no one. But I will do it with vitality and with optimism most days. And but let me tell you what keto is not. It doesn't fix everything in your life, right? I'm going to use a potty mouth word. Like we say, the sun don't shine on the same dog's ass every day. Some days are not as good as others. But you know what is different is when you're burning fat for fuel and your mood is regulated and your energy, you can deal with the things that used to drive you to food. And now you just deal with them because they've got to be dealt with anyway. So it puts a different prism, if that's the right word, when I look out on my life, it is just, the world looks different to me as far as my place in it and my enjoyment of it. Let me see if there's anything else. Oh, embrace the changes you're going to experience. It's going to be weird. Has anyone had trouble having their brain catch up with their body, and you still pull the size 2X clothes off the rack even though you're now a size medium or large? It's weird. I started out in size 24W jeans from Costco. These I got from Stitch Fix. They're a petite small or something like that. Yay me! But it took me a long time to be comfortable with this. And there's a lot more to this than being able to wear cute clothes. But embrace the changes, and there are changes. And you know what some of the changes may be? You might get crepey skin. Crepey skin here. Thank you, sir. 2 minutes. I can wrap this up. Realize that food is not the boss of you. What you put in your mouth is your choice. Nobody else's. Guess what? Thanksgiving still happens even if you don't eat cornbread stuffing. It does. And guess what? January 1st is going to come rolling around one way or the other. And do you want to wake up hitting your forehead with the palm of your hand saying, oh God, I can't believe I did that again? Or do you want to say, oh my God, I made it through the holidays? You can do this. If I could do this, you can do this. And lastly, it's never too late to be what you might have been. That's a quote from George Eliot, the pen name of Marianne Evans, a woman, by the way. And that is just me. I have the Patreon group. If you Google Go Keto with Casey or Casey Durango, I generally am the only Casey Durango that comes up, unless they name a town in Colorado or something like that. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.